Now, as voters prepare to go to the polls down in Franklin tomorrow, white supremacists once again making their presence known.
That is controversial candidate for mayor Gabrielle Hanson once again refuses to distance herself from those figures. Hanson, a current Franklin alderman, is challenging incumbent mayor Ken Moore. Overnight, posters linked to the hate group, the Patriot Front, were plastered in parts of downtown Franklin, including at the offices of the newspaper, the Williams and Herald. The posters denounced their perceived enemies. And that includes our own News Channel 5 chief investigative reporter, Phil Williams.
Yeah, Phil, obviously that's disturbing to hear, but it's such an important election for the people of Franklin, and yet Gabrielle Hanson still is not stepping in to denounce or condemn the involvement of these groups. Is that right?
No, in fact, she is defending them tonight. Now, we're told that the Franklin alderman and candidate for mayor went on a podcast last night in which she insisted her white supremacist friends were just misunderstood.
So the public can know that I am looking out for their best interest, their pocketbook, and there will be no more shenanigans at City Hall in Franklin.
Gabrielle Hanson took to the right-wing Patriot Punkcast for her closing argument, the end of a controversial campaign.
So you may hear things out there about what happened.
That included her admission to an arrest for promoting prostitution in Texas in the mid-90s, News Channel 5's revelation of her lifting social media images to falsely claim a group of women as her supporters, and her husband's participation in a 2008 Pride event in Chicago, despite her campaign against Pride events in Franklin. But it was Hanson's association with white supremacists who showed up at a campaign event in a show of support for her that has captured national attention.
And I'm just going to tell you, from what I've seen, I do not see white supremacists, and I do not see Nazi.
During the podcast interview, Hanson insisted she did not see white supremacy in Brad Lewis, the man with the Proud Boys tattoo on his face, or Sean Kaufman, the Hitler-saluting neo-Nazi who's made a habit of protesting local drag shows. This was Kaufman and Lewis at that candidates forum.
You thought we were part of the Proud Boys, isn't that something?
well, you were part of the Proud Boys.
I was before they turned
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hanson's reaction?
It was disheartening to see a community who was so judgmental based on the way somebody looked, and to see that people were willing to make things up about someone else.
In fact, Lewis, seen here in mocking dress as an Orthodox Jew, has described himself as, quote, an actual literal Nazi. Here, Lewis salutes under the flag of the neo-Nazi Vinland rebels. His channel on the Telegram social media app includes racist images and anti-Semitic images. At the forum, Lewis posted an image of me calling me a, quote, hair-lip lying sack of for the international Jew media, warning the day of the rope is real and you better run, run, run. He recently posted an image of me in blackface.
And Brad's just Brad, and I think that's what makes him such a cool guy, because he just doesn't care what people think. He's just himself.
Hanson made it clear her real problem has not been her association with her white supremacist friends.
Ms. Hanson, the people you're with have described themselves as literal Nazis. Is this the type of people you should be associating with?
Excuse me, Phil.
Instead, she singled out News Channel 5's reporting on her campaign scandals.
I believe he's now just gone on a flat-out rampage on me. I don't know if he's obsessed. I just don't know what it is, but it is not normal.
Now, one thing that is not normal for sure is voter turnout. Early voting ended Thursday. So far, almost 17% of registered voters have cast their ballot. That's more than 5 times as many as the mayor's race 4 years ago. Carrie.
Seeing these images, especially what is going on halfway around the world right now, it is disturbing.
That's right.
We do want to reiterate, polls are open from 7 to 7 tomorrow. This is it. This is the election day. This is the time for people to have their voice heard.
Yeah, as they say, now or never.
That's right. And of course, we will be watching, and it's fair to say the nation will be watching.
That's right.
Phil, thank you.